Are you someone who is struggling or doing everything possible to support your child's learning? If the answer is yes, then you'll have to wait till the end of this video, because I'm going to share 8 strategies that can help you to teach or help your child to learn in a better way, especially if he has low attention span. Now, what are the challenges? Because establishing a conducive environment, learning environment at home is a big challenge for parents, especially when the child is having low attention. If he is not able to focus well, there are certain challenges that parents are facing right now. So what are those challenges? Let me address that first. The very first thing is they are not able to understand the instructions properly. They don't follow the instructions until and unless you be very specific and tell them very clearly, under this wardrobe, in this particular shelf, you have these things, go and collect that. So when you tell that, on your right hand side you have this. So this is something, when you be very specific and tell them the instructions, they are able to follow. Otherwise, most of them don't. The second thing is they are not able to write very clearly. I mean, most of the children who have attention span is very less, they are not able to write properly, and that is something common. You don't have to worry about it unless the child is 8 years and more. You need not worry at all. It is not, they are not categorized as ADHD. You can try to improve that attention span and try to improve the writing and also the reading capacities. Another thing is they keep forgetting things. More often they leave their textbooks at home, or sometimes homework at school. So this is something that they do. They keep misplacing certain things, they forget the things, and it's not done purposefully. We have to understand it's all because of the low attention span that they have. That can be channelized once you know how to do it. So as parents, we need to learn about all these things. Another thing what they want is they are not able to understand, or they are not able to complete the long-term process or long-term projects. Anything that you have, you give them a very short task that can be easily accomplished, it is done. But long-term things, what you ask them to do, they are not able to properly execute all of them. So when you have all these problems as parents, what do we need to do? Now we are going to discuss about those 7 to 8 strategies that are going to help you in making your child learn better. The first thing that we have to understand is learn what is the attention span of the child. Try to understand yourself what is the attention span, and make it very clear how long can he sit for doing one particular task. Maybe that he likes the most. Now he may like to sit and draw. Okay, so how much of time he is using for drawing? He may be liking to read stories or storybooks, or maybe listen to stories. So what is the attention span of the child when he's listening to you, when you are reading something, and the stories, how long is he able to listen? So try to make it very clear, understand how much of attention span he has, and then give him short-term goals or short-term tasks. This will enhance his attention span. At the same time, he feels that yes, I can complete the task. So that self-esteem and self-identity of the child is raised at that particular time, and he feels like doing something more. The second thing is reward system. Rewards really work. I don't say you have to give expensive gifts here, but a small reward, anything that the child likes. You are preparing a dish, his favorite dish or desserts, or something like you want to go for a walk with him exclusively, giving him as a placing him to be an important person, and then considering his choice and all that things. When you do, it's a kind of reward system that we give to our children. So we need to be mindful about this, and we can do it very clearly. The third thing is optional. If you feel that music can be used as a therapy, you definitely need to use this, because there are certain hymns or maybe some parts of our holy scriptures. You can use that, some ayahs that you want to play, or something as a therapy which can soothe the child's mind. I know that some of them do not agree with music, but if you do not, you can skip that. You have some other tasks. You can follow some other strategies here as well. I don't force you, but this is very important. Hymns, or using some ayahs, or some kinds of holy scriptures, you are trying to inculcate all that as a therapy. it is really going to work well, because the more number of senses he is using while he's learning, he gets easily, it is able to retain things. So it is for him also, you make it a point that you use more number of senses in his learning styles. The fourth thing I want to mention here is, let the child calm down. Sometimes when the child is very aggressive, or the child feels very low, it's all right, you have to give him time so that he can calm down, he can sit for a while and think, understand. Only when he is receptive, then try to give him the task or make him learn or do certain things. Otherwise it's not going to help him. Number 5 is teaching them about brain anatomy. If the child is 7 years and plus, and let them understand what brain is about, the structure of the brain, what happens, what happens when he's really interested, which part of the brain is very active and which part is being still. And once he thinks of all that, and then he is imagining things in a different way, both the hemispheres of the brain starts to work when he is knowing about that anatomy, how the function of the brain takes place and all that stuff. When he is doing things simultaneously, he is thinking something logic, and what happens here, the brain is functioning really well. And this is very important for the person to enhance the attention span. Humans can enhance this particular skill very easily then. Number 7, we have to give them choices. What kind of choice? The more number of choice you give them, it is easily they are able to be more productive, and at the same time they are compliant, and they become less negative also. So we have to give them many choices in all the tasks, what you do, what you ask them to do. Sometimes maybe the colors of the chart papers, or what kind of textures and all that stuff, you have to ask them, decide, and you can just suggest them, but don't give them advices or don't give them orders. You just have to ask which is better and what is not. Let them understand things and let them do it by themselves. The last thing that I want to give you is very important one. Give them brain activities or brain exercises. This has helped me a lot personally. When my child was not able to focus well in his studies, I had just used brain activities for around 10 to 15 days, and I could see that results. Not just me, my son's teachers also were able to understand this, and they were asking what happened, how come he's become so smart these days, he's focusing well, his changes, we can see that changes in his studies also. So what I did, it is like, maybe you can you can enroll the child into some martial arts, or maybe some kind of physical sports clubs and all that stuff. So when you do that, I don't say it's all about the sports. You can even give them some brain exercise, which is almost there in many of the YouTube videos. You can find them, and this is really going to enhance the learning styles of your child. So I hope you like this video, and if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, because I will be coming up with a lot more insightful videos like this. And if you have not yet enrolled for the upcoming workshop, because we are going to talk about all these things in the workshop, and if you feel that yes, this is going to help you a lot and your child, do enroll yourself in the workshop, so that we can give you more insights in the 3 days intense workshop which we conduct every Thursday, Friday and Saturday for parents. So in the description box, I've already given the link. Find the link, get enrolled, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel.